Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, we explore the Roman Empire. Legend says it began with two brothers, born to a princess and abandoned by a river, left to die. But a wolf found them, embraced them as her own. Years later, a humble shepherd took them in, raising them as sons. When they grew into men, they set out to build a city of their own. But brothers can become rivals. And in one fatal moment, one killed the other, and named the city after himself, Rome. Rome threw out its final king and built something entirely new, a republic, ruled not by a single man, but by law itself. Two consuls held power, a senate debated every decision, and even ordinary citizens had a voice. Roman legions marched with iron discipline, conquering rival tribes one by one, city by city. Within 3 centuries, this once small settlement now commanded the entire Italian peninsula, and Rome, remarkably, was only just getting started. Across the sea stood Rome's greatest rival, Carthage, master of trade and open water. For over a century, the two powers clashed in brutal, relentless wars. A brilliant general named Hannibal marched war elephants across the frozen Alps, terrifying all of Italy. For years, he seemed unstoppable. But Rome refused to break. Legion after legion, they rebuilt. And finally, they crushed Carthage completely. Rome now ruled the Mediterranean alone. But success brought new dangers. One general grew more powerful than the Republic itself, Julius Caesar. He conquered Gaul, crossed the forbidden river Rubicon with his army, and seized Rome by force. The people adored him. The senators feared him. They believed he wanted to be king. On the Ides of March, they surrounded him in the Senate and stabbed him 23 times. His death didn't save the Republic. It destroyed it completely. Out of the chaos rose Caesar's adopted son, Augustus, Rome's first emperor. Under his rule, and those who followed, the empire entered its golden age. 200 years of relative peace, known as the Pax Romana. Roman engineers built roads that still exist today, aqueducts that carried water for miles, and the Colosseum and arena holding 50,000 spectators. The empire stretched from Britain to Egypt. At its height, 1 in 4 humans on Earth lived under Roman rule.
But behind the glory, Rome was a city of stark contrasts. Wealthy senators lived in marble villas with heated floors and private baths. The poor crowded into towering apartment blocks, 6 stories high, always one fire away from disaster. Everyone, rich or poor, gathered at the public baths, the markets, and the games. Bread was subsidized by the state. Entertainment was free. Rome kept its people fed and distracted, because a hungry crowd, they knew, was a dangerous one. But no empire lasts forever. The borders grew too vast to defend. Emperors grew corrupt, some entirely insane, murdered by their own guards. Civil wars tore the army apart from within. The currency was debased again and again until coins were barely worth melting down. Meanwhile, tribes beyond the frontier, Goths, Vandals, Huns, grew stronger and more organized. Rome split in two, east and west, hoping to survive by dividing its burden. It was a decision that would seal the western half's fate. In the year 410, the unthinkable happened. Visigoth warriors breached the walls of Rome itself, the eternal city untouched by foreign enemies for 800 years, and sacked it. The world was stunned. Decades later, waves of Vandals, Huns, and other tribes tore through the crumbling frontier. Finally, in 476 AD, the last Roman emperor in the West, a teenage boy, was quietly deposed. No great battle, no final stand. Just a Germanic general taking the crown, and nobody left to stop him. And yet, Rome never truly disappeared. Its laws still shape our legal systems today. Its roads still lie beneath modern highways. Its language became the root of Spanish, French, Italian, and half of English itself. Every dome, every republic, every marble courthouse in the world today carries a piece of Rome inside it. Empires fall, but some stories, they never really end. They just wait to be told again. This has been ChronoVerse. Subscribe and travel with us to the next lost world.